Okay, welcome to the live stream. Today, what we are gonna do is pick some PC parts and we're gonna create the best PC for a certain budget. We'll start with 50 to 70,000, okay, and then we'll move on to 70 to 1 lakh, 1 lakh to 1 lakh 50,000. Okay, for that I don't know the current pricing of the products. We're just gonna scout the market and we're gonna see it. Okay, let's first open the notepad. I'm still using Windows 10, by the way. It's just a better operating system. Okay, first thing that matters is what things do you already have. You may have an old monitor, keyboard, a mouse, because if you're getting a gaming PC, you also need to consider the additional cost of adding the peripherals to your system. So let me just bring out my girlfriend's system. So this is my girlfriend's PC. You can see it also has a graphic card. So let me explain how I managed my PC before building a new one. My girlfriend had a PC and she told me, oh, I have a PC. We gave it to someone to fix it, and they put a software, a Windows that was for OEM, so nothing works, internet doesn't work, so it's just a sit. You can just watch the PC display and nothing happens. So I'm like, give it to me, I'll fix it for you. And she gave it to me. I opened the side cover of the PC. It had a 7th generation i5, a 750 Ti 430 watts Corsair power supply, a gigabyte mid-range motherboard without any Wi-Fi. So I took that and I gave her my laptop, and I used her PC for a very long time. Then what I did was I bought a 9060 XT. Let me quickly show you the specifications of my PC. So Windows 10 Pro i5 14600K. There's a reason for that, and we'll share that as well. So a 9060 XT, 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM, a DDR4 motherboard, and some old SSD, one SSD, 128 gigs for the operating system, old hard drive, 512 gigs. Works, it just works. So she gave the PC to me, and back in October I bought the 9060 XT and a 1250 watt power supply. So I'll show you the power supply. Amazon, it's on Amazon. ProLab 1250. Oh, I got it for 14,000 something, 14,000 something, I don't remember. Oh, yes, it was over 14,000. It fell to 11,800 around Jan. I bought it back in October. Costed me 14,000. Works fine. ATX 3.1, PCIe 5.1 ready, so it just works. There was also 1000 watt, and if you compare it with other power supplies, 1200 watt PSU, don't buy the EVGA one, even though EVGA was a great company. I don't think so. This is ATX 3.1 certified. Corsair, but things on Amazon are a little bit more expensive, especially in India. If you are in US, then it's a different story. Let's open mdcomputers.com. What the fuck? Just open the fucking website here. .in. Okay, so they don't have .com. Okay, build your PC categories. We'll go to power supplies. It's platinum, so let's go 80 plus platinum. Let's do 1200. I want a comparable. Asus Superflow, so 18,000 wattage. You have an idea. This is a good option if you want to save some money, but if you are getting a power supply that's 1200 watts or over, then you're probably getting a 5090, and if you are getting a 5090 or a 5080, you have the money to buy a Corsair power supply. It is how it is. But if you are spending 11, 12, 13,000 on a power supply, then you can just buy this one. But you can also go for a different company. Corsair will be more expensive, Asus will be more expensive. It just depends what you want. 14600K, I did buy the 14600K from MD Computers. Ooh, I got it for 23,000. It increased in price. Let's check out other. Elite Hub 28,000. Interesting. Vedant Computer 29,500. Shopping. Let's go shopping mode. Okay, so this was the average price 23,000. This is the price I bought it for in January, and then price jump. This was MD Computers. Compare prices. Okay, but will they charge for shipping? We don't know, because sometimes what these websites will do is show you a product at a certain price, and then when you go out for the checkout, when you go for when you try to check out, they'll show you price for delivery and stuff. So if we click on buy now, we'll have to add account. I think they will charge you extra, so more or less it will cost you 27 to 28,000. You should not buy this processor for that price. 23,000 is great, because you also have Ultra 245. This is a new one, not the old one. MD Computers, see, 245K, 21,500. It's a better processor. It's just you will have to get a DDR5 RAM, which is more expensive, yes, but don't pay 28,000 for 14,600K. Just don't. This is a better processor for productivity, and that is the exact reason why I got 14,600K, because I wanted to stream, play games at the same time, do this content creation. It works great. For gaming, just don't buy this. But they've also released 250K, which they are quoting the best processor for gaming, and it could be better because they have also dropped the price, so compared to the 245K. So probably this will retail around 20,000 rupees. That processor will be around 30,000 rupees when it comes to India. Let's hope it's not over that. And if it's 27,000, it could potentially be a great deal. So let's see Intel what they are cooking. Let's click on Ultra 5 to see if there's any listing of the newer 250K. Not yet. Actually, I wanted to get the Ultra 7. Sometimes the price decreases, it goes down 31,000, sometimes it goes up to 35,000. But they also have the new 270K, which will come soon. More cores in that processor. So let's see. I'm getting call. Just give me a second. Hanji. Okay. Another gaming channel, unbiased. Okay, just write youtube.com/unbiased UN. Photo भेज रहा हूँ, just check it. Guys, just give me a second. 3 people are watching. Welcome to the channel. If you are new, kindly subscribe. Okay, new 270k is coming. Let's hope it's decently priced, and if it's priced under 40,000, this will drop in price, which is a great processor for productivity. But most people will not do productivity, they just need a PC for gaming. And just quickly, let's just check the RAM prices as well. Let's go with DDR4. I'll show you the RAM that I have right now. Price low to high, okay. Where are the 16 gigs? What? Okay. No. So this is the model that I have. I went out and bought two. It did not work properly on the older system, my girlfriend's system. Had some issues with the clock speeds, but with my system works perfectly at the speeds. So you should never buy single channels. You should never buy single channels like individual kits. Just go for RAMs that are in kit. Okay, so this is the RAM. It dropped in price. We got it for around 10,500, so 600 rupees difference. I also got one of the contact frame for LG 1700. Not this one. No, not this one. This was the website, and so it comes with an Allen key. They actually did not send me the Allen key, so I had to buy a screwdriver that had this Allen key. So that costed me around the same price. So technically it turned out to be the same. So, and they did not respond to my emails as well. Contact frame. What the fuck? I don't think so. It's in stock. The MRP was like 300. With shipping, it costed me around 450. Then I had to buy a screwdriver. Specifically, costed me 200. So you can add all the price up. You can just go and buy this. It also comes with thermal paste, so it will work. We're done with the RAM. We're done with SSDs. I took the SSD out of my girlfriend's system. I also have like an old DDR2 system. I took the hard drive out of that to save money, and I bought my 9060 XT back in October from Flipkart because the price was great. It was same. It had the same price as MD computers, so I bought it from Flipkart. Sapphire 96 1999 1990 never came out. 9060 XJ16 gigs. This is the model I have. Obviously they have increased in price. It costed me 43,000. These models are now retailing for 55,000. Let's check this one out. This was like a cheaper card. It's just the model that I have has a bigger heatsink. The board on both of the cards from Sapphire are same. High clock speeds as well. 46,000, not bad. This was costing around 39,000 at the time. Great card, okay, great for gaming, and I'm running my games from a hard drive. So in Valorant I get, in some maps I get like 400 FPS. In CS I get around 200, 300 in high settings. So they work great. With the Resident Evil, I was getting around, depending upon where I am, close to 80 FPS on max settings. 80, sometimes even over 80, close to 100. So 80 was around the average. So this graphic card is great, but we'll first do a budget build for 50 to 70,000. The way I recommend to do it is just, buy CPU, motherboard, RAM, power supply and a case. Spend 50,000 on that stuff, collect some money and then get a graphic card. That's how you should do it. But if you just want something to game on, maybe for next 2 years, then you can go and buy a graphic card. I do not recommend the iGPU stuff. The processors are very expensive and you can put that money somewhere else. So let's first go for CPU for gaming. And this is not like a sponsored video or something. This is just me telling you the stuff. We'll check the prices. We'll scout for the good, lovely prices. AMD is, we'll check out AMD. It's just better for gaming. Well, I do recommend you to wait for a month until the new ultra processors are available. We don't know the pricing in India, so I would actually wait. So this is price low. Don't go, no. Maybe if you are on a very tight budget, but I think you should get a better new one. 85G. This has obviously better integrated graphics. Would I buy it? I don't know. Probably not. I think if you're building a PC for 50,000, just 50,000, you cannot spend anything over this price. 5600X or maybe 5600. This does come with a cooler. Okay. 6 cores, 12 threads, 65 watts AM4. This is AM4 socket now. Okay, if you go AM4, obviously you can save money on DDR4 RAM. Discrete graphics required. This does not have iGPU. specs. Does support PCIe 5. It's actually crazy because my motherboard does not support PCIe 5.2, so I'm not getting those extra FPS that I would get with the PCIe 5.0 version. So, but it's fine, you know. It helps me make this content, so it is great for me. So specs 6 DDR5, yes. Included CPU important. Integrated graphics, no as well. Which is totally fine if you are getting a graphic card. So we'll do 2 in this category, AM4 and AM5, and we'll just add the prices. What is the cost of what? Okay, not the cost, but this is a little bit more expensive. Again AM5. AMD 740M, if you want to play, I think it will probably run something like Valorant and CS if you don't have a graphic card. We shouldn't buy this one though. It totally depends. Like if you just want a working PC, you should buy this processor, but for gaming I don't think we'll do this. And then all of these are out of budget. I would probably, if I could spend the money, I would probably get 9600X newer generations. Obviously I'll have to spend extra on a cooler. This does not come with a cooler. 7600X also does not come with a cooler. So probably we are good with 7500F for DDR5 and 5600X for older AM4 processors. If you can take out the RAM of your old PC, then this will just work better. So what's the price? Let's check internet for the best price. So AMD computers do not charge extra, I think, for most of the products. Amazon, we also have the 5600X, 5600, sorry. This is also a good one. We can add this. This also works for gaming. This will do. Let's go with the cheapest one. Let's go with the cheapest one. What the fuck am I singing? Just come with a cooler. PCIe 4.0. Totally fine. We also need a graphic card for this. Let's just go with this. 12,200. Ryzen 5600. 12 2. This 15600X. Let's see which one. If we still have money left, we'll pick this, or we'll go with the 5600. It's very simple, and we'll also make the DDR5. Next is the next thing we need to choose is our motherboard. B550. Yes, B550. AM4, no, we'll go low to high. And I chose a motherboard. I spent extra for my motherboard because it has inbuilt Wi-Fi, which actually works great. You can obviously spend less and not get the Wi-Fi, and there are motherboards that will cost you 10,000 and same motherboard will be 12,000 with a Wi-Fi. I would rather put a better motherboard than going for ultra cheap motherboards, and because that's how I would like you to do your build. Spend that extra money. You can buy a cheap case, but spend that extra money on motherboard. B450, nah, we don't need that cheapest motherboard. DDR4, B550. Don't go under B550, please do not. Oh, starts at 7,000, ultra cheap, simple motherboard. Even though I have a MSI motherboard, I'm actually rocking, what's it called? I can show you my motherboard box. It's in front of me. This is the motherboard I'm using. No. Bro, one for 60k. Sure. We'll do. We'll pick different motherboards. We'll do PC builds in different currencies. Okay? We'll do it. Don't worry. Bro, one for 60k in Nepali rupees. Sure. Do you want like a gaming motherboard? A gaming system, sorry. Mom. Okay. Mom. Sure. Sure, we'll do it. You can actually message me on Insta if you want help. I think I can help you with it. We can stream it as well. Okay. Sign into chat. And my Insta is you can this is for my gaming channel. You can message me on my profile if you want extra help. I'm down to helping any of my brothers sisters building a PC. So you can also follow me. Okay. You also go follow Unbiased. We'll publish regular videos. Okay. On Instagram. Okay. Let's pick a motherboard. I don't want to go for ultra cheap one. I don't want to spend extra. 10,000. Has a heatsink, one PCI, has built-in Wi-Fi, 4 DIMM slots. Not compatible Ryzen 34. Okay. This is good. But this is 10,000 rupees. Let's check the price on internet. Same price. Oh no, this is Intel, not the Intel one, yeah. Modex. This will cost you the same because they will add some shipping fees, delivery fees, so it will cost you the same. Actually, when I was checking all the motherboards, when I was building my own PC, and for a moment I thought I should get the AMD, but it has less cores, AMD processors, great for gaming, not great for productivity. I was actually wanted to get this motherboard for AM5, so for AM5 system we'll do this, but we should have, because this has great pricing, has Wi-Fi 6, great for budget builds, only 2 DIMM slots, totally fine. But we want a motherboard. Shopping. Okay. We also have one from Gigabyte. This does not have Wi-Fi. Okay. I'm not gonna spend 13 to 14,000 because we are on a fucking tight budget. So we shouldn't spend that much. The most expensive board they have is for 18,000. Don't think so you should get this one unless you have a higher budget. And if that's the case, go for the newer generation AM5. Okay, I think we have a winner. We have the motherboard. Price is 10k. So we're already down 22,000 rupees. This does come with a cooler, so we don't have to spend extra money. Now we shall pick the RAM. At least we'll go for it. At least let's check out 16 gigs. It's another 10,000 rupees. So price low too high. Don't buy this because you're getting 32 megahertz. This is the RAM that I have. works fine. Crucial one is 12,740. Plus, this has a black PCB which actually looks way better. This is a RAM will pick. And actually I got my motherboard from Amazon because it was, same price as these other websites. And please do subscribe if you are in the stream. Another 10k, 32,200. We need storage. If you can salvage storage from your old system, that will be the best thing you could ever do. Like I did. So let's find storage. Okay, show more. Let's go just for the system boot. We'll just go for this and a hard drive. Low to high. So the cheapest one is, does our motherboard have an M.2? Where is our motherboard? Okay, we'll check our motherboard. It does have M.2. We'll go for M.2 drive. 128 gigs, 128, 240 is like fucking 4,000. When prices go down, you can just add more storage. We'll get this. This is a Gen 3. Consistent. What generation is that? No specs. We'll go for the crucial drive. 240 gigs. You could also store some games on that drive. Yeah. This is also, I think, Gen 3. This is Gen 3 as well. This is Gen 3 drive. So yes, save some money. No, we are not going for that because that's also Gen 3. This is 2500. 2500. So we have already spent 35,000 rupees. We're done with this. This is final as well, so we'll drag it here. Now what we want is a hard drive. We'll add a hard drive. 512 gigs should get you some games, uh, storage as well, but 1 TB. There's no option for 512 gigs. Oh no. And cheapest is 9 fucking dollars. This is the actual price of the SSD I have, which I bought back in end of 2024. It's a Samsung T7 1 terabyte that costed me 8500 rupees. Now that's the price of a hard drive. No. LCD hard drive. I mean, if you are getting a 512 gigs hard drive for close to 8 to 9,000 rupees, just go and get this. Amazon TLG with the computer. So this will cost you extra 500. So this will cost you 8,000 rupees. Can we add this? I don't know. Gen 4 as well. I'm actually gonna buy this SSD for my own system, so let's hope the prices go down. Couple of months back, for this price you could get 1 TB, but it is what it is. We don't have any hard drives. 512 gigs hard drive. No hard drive. Let's check Amazon. Okay. External, this is an external hard drive, 512 gigs. You can actually buy this. 2 TB is 9200. Give me something good. Give me a good brand. Okay. Consistent 5. It will work. Do I want it to just work? No. I want it to last long. Don't buy something like this. This will die very soon. So we have this, not good ratings. Okay. Okay, this is. Why does this look kind of fake? This looks fake. This is a fake listing. You see, the PCB on this is a smaller one. The hard drives with no extra controller have that, and this PCB is a lot bigger. Don't buy this. This is a scam. Zebronics, Linkmore. This is not the. Don't. Just don't. So many fucking fake listings. Two TB 9300. Why don't we have? We don't have fucking hard drives. Shortage of hard drives as well. Okay. Let's leave out the hard drive for a moment because control SSD in stock 13,000 256 5,000 free shipping. Okay, sort by price low to high. So we have a WD green 250 gigs, 256, 240. We might get a 256 one. You know, one thing I do recommend is you can go to some not hardware shop exactly, like shops where they have a specific business, but they also sell like chargers, hard drives. Because I'm in Chandigarh and we did actually, my girlfriend did find a place where she goes for some art and craft goods. She goes there to buy them, and they had a hard drive that was costing like 5,000. So they had the old pricing of the hard drive, which, if you think about it, is a great deal. I think it was a Seagate hard drive. I don't exactly remember though. So they have a hard drive in their old pricing. So go look out in the market as well, because we don't have any hard drives left. Shortage. Oh, it's better to get an SSD for the price. Mouse. Okay. I don't know how many people are watching. Let me just quickly check. EVM 16 gigs. What were we doing? Okay. Let's not spend too much. ₹35,000. Now we'll get a power supply. Why do I not see the power supply? At least 80 plus bronze for this budget build. let's get a good power supply. At least I would recommend get like 600 watts. Even though my 9060 only requires a 400 watt power supply, but always add extra 200 watts to your requirements. So we'll do 650, 750. Let's check the price. Anti-sports, okay. ProLab is also anti-sports, so so we have the Asus Prime supply for 5600. Cooler power supply is expensive. Oh, 750 watts, 650 watts. Let's save money and go for a 650 watts power supply. Is this ATX 3.1? Only 3 years warranty. Where are the specs? Okay, 1.4. ASUS. Let's check out ASUS as well. Let's see what they are offering. This is ATX 3.1, okay. We'll spend some extra. We'll get a future-proof power supply because you might upgrade and you might need those extra connectors. So we'll go and buy. Oh, this is expensive though. 2,000 rupees expensive. So we've already spent 40,000 rupees. We have spent 40,000 rupees. We got a subscriber and 2 people are watching. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. You can write anything in the chat, any questions that you have. So we are already at 5400. Oh, this is. See, you could cheap out on motherboard and power supply. You definitely could, but I don't think you should. The reason is, what if you want to, you have extra money, maybe you start working a job, and or maybe your parents give you extra money later on, maybe 1 year, 2 year down the line, and you put in like a 400-watt power supply. Now you have a better graphic card, and now you need to change your power supply as well. So get a better power supply, get a better motherboard. It's just the base of your system. You'll have much better experience down the line. Okay, let's add everything up. How much have we spent? $12,200 Ryzen 56 plus 10,000. Let's just do 20,000 plus 2,500 for the SSD and 5,400 for the power supply. We're at 40,000. We're at 40,000 rupees, and we need to get ourselves a case and a graphic card. This is fine. I don't think so we'll be able to. Maybe we'll be able to upgrade to 5600X, but we are almost done with our 50,000 rupee build. But I don't think the processor is correct for that because it does not have integrated graphics, so you cannot technically claim on that. We'll give you the option if you want to go integrated graphics. We'll help you with that. You don't need to worry. Now let's check out cabinets. Price is low to high, yes. Guys, if you don't spend the money, you can actually save on cabinet. I will show you my system. I spent like 300 rupees. Wait for it, wait for it. Yes. So this is a chopping board. I had the standoff screws that go on under the motherboard. I just engineered this. I see 1250-watt power supply. This is a thermal right cooler. MSI motherboard. This actually stands like this, but we'll have to re-engineer this because this MDF mode is not very strong. This sags a little bit, so this actually stands that way. You can see that the feet, and I spent maybe 400 rupees, 350, 400 rupees on the setup. I will upgrade it so that it stands on the feet. I'll get like a board that goes under, a strong one, and we'll complete our DIY project. So if you can do stuff like this. You can save money, but for most people I do recommend you should go and buy a cheap case. It's a better thing to do. Okay, so we're not gonna spend over 3,000. Let's see what we get for 3,000 rupees. Oh, this is nice. This looks nice. Tempered glass. We also have some fans. This is good as well. This is nice. Let's check out the cheapest one. 1900. Will it fit? I think it should at least fit a three fan graphic card. So we'll check what's the length. Okay, pre-installed 80mm exhaust fan. This fan is going to be noisy. Motherboard ATX, ITX, totally fine. This will work. 265mm. Nah. We need something that fits at least 300mm graphic card. Although depending upon the graphic card you can actually change your cabinet. This actually looks kind of cool. I don't know how much it will fit. S11, I know. USB 2.3.2, no Type-C obviously at this price point. Fan support, top, bottom, side, front, it can fit 2 fans, pre-installed only 1 fan, so you will have to spend extra on fans. Nah, we're not getting this. Four expansion slots, good. 3 USBs, mic in power, that's also good. Pre-installed fans 4, max radiator support as well. Max GPU length 289. It is close to 300. We can consider this as well. Let's check out something else as well. Okay, let's check this. GeForce RTX. Okay, let's see what can it fit. Max GPU length 345mm, max PSU length 140, CPU. This is nice. This case will work. $3,000. Plus 3,000, so we are at 43,000. Not interested in your AI. Case is final, this is final. We're actually done. All we need to do is do the... So if you have 50,000, get this and get like, if you can get like a cheap used GPU for the remaining money, 6,000, 7,000, so we are done with around 43,000 for 7,000. If you can get like a used GPU, go that route. But I know most people won't do that. So for 50,000, you'll have to wait. Maybe you'll have to wait, or let's the most important part of a gaming system. Let's see what's like the cheapest card. What the fuck? RX 552 gigs. 53. What the fuck? These were like 5,000 rupees. Prices for cheap graphic cards have also increased, which is kind of bad. This is kind of bad, man. Price lot too high. So the cheapest graphic card that they have is 6500 XT, which will actually work, but only 4 gigs of VRAM. For CS, Valorant, this will work. I don't want 3050 RX 7600, 8 gigs, 25500. $5050 is 31,000, man. 5060 is 36. 9060 this used to be like 32,000 some couple of months back. So if we do minus, so we were gonna build between 50 to 70,000, so let's see how much we can spend. Around 27,000 rupees. Let's change some stuff. Okay. We'll have to cut some corners. CPU, nah. Motherboard, I don't want to. RAM, we'll have to go with less RAM. Let's check out 8 gigs. Or we could also get like a cheaper case. Let's check Amazon. PC case. Let's save money here. Let's save money on a PC case. Amazon Basics. What the hell? $240. You'll have to add fans, so there's no point of buying this. This works. Oh, this has better support for everything. Price is free, 90 days, and if you can get it for 1800, great. Current price is 2000. Yes, we'll save 1000 rupees. See, mini ITX, MATX, ATX, 325 plus rear fan, RGB rear fan. So you can also control RGB. This is nice. This also looks good. This is great. Built-in fan display, RGB lighting, ठीक है. How many fans? Just 4 ARGB infinity mirror fans. Okay, this is nice. This is an acrylic panel, so it will get scratched. It will. You know, don't peel the plastic, so just to save it. But for this price, I don't think you will get better compatibility. This is nice. So we'll save 1000 rupees. Here, this is 2K. $27,900. We can free up more. We can go for less RAM, but I don't think so. You should. We don't have much storage as well. Power supply. Let's get a graphic card for 3000 rupees more. For total, we'll spend 30,000 on a graphic card. Let's dial in. What? 3050? Nah. 7600? Probably. 8 gigs. I think this is better than the 3050. 3050. No, I don't want the 3050. This GT730 was costing you like 4,000 rupees. This is like, why is this 13,000, man? Why the fuck is this 13,000? 5050 is 35,000. 5060, 37. Nah. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Oh, we have a 5050 for 31,500. Don't buy the 3050. 7600 will be under 70,000. If you can spend a little extra, 5050. 60 is a little bit more expensive. Okay, so Tag Gaming 31,500. 550. 31550. 73,650 rupees. Okay, this is the price for a decent kind of future proof PC. So the ideal budget these days is like 80,000 for, and obviously you need to buy keyboard if you don't have a mouse and a display. So you need to spend like 10,000 rupees more to get some decent gaming stuff. So let's start with motherboard, CPU, GPU. And anything can change. If prices change, you just need to check the most compatible parts. If the 9060 XT 8 gigs model was still cheap, if it was still at its original price, like which was back in October, I would have recommended that. And Zotac is a decent. I like the aesthetic of this particular graphic card. 2-slot 50/50. If you can spend more, get a better graphic card. Just don't buy these 30/50s. If you just cannot spend the money, maybe, but I recommend that you should not. 5600. You can also upgrade if you have a little more room to upgrade. Get a 5600X. So let's end video for today. Let's end the live stream for today. AMD Ryzen 5 56, 12,200. 50/50. If you can get the 5060 or the 9060 XT, spend extra, get those. Get this motherboard. Although you can save 3,000 rupees on the motherboard, get like a cheaper motherboard, but I do recommend get a good motherboard. This is a decent priced motherboard, and actually the price is a little inflated because of the RAM shortage. People are not buying the DDR5 motherboards. DDR5 motherboards are cheaper compared to the DDR4 ones. So I'll have to do that. We cannot do anything else, right? This is a Gen 3 NVMe just to get you started. Add more storage with time. Get a good power supply. ATX 3.1 PSU Cooler Master, decent. Bronze 650. Just don't go under this price. I'm using the same RAM. Get this particular RAM, 16 gigs. If you can upgrade, spend a little more, go for the 5600X. will do another video of another stream of DDR5 based AMD system. So tomorrow let's do that. So but before compiling this is the price that you'll have to pay for this particular system. The prices can go up, go down, we'll see. This is your CPU, this is your motherboard, this is your RAM, your SSD, power supply, cabinet, and this is your graphic card. So you need to spend at least 31,000. But if you're like, oh, we cannot build the PC right now and you cannot afford a graphic card, you will collect money and buy it, don't get this, then you will have to get a different processor. I'll show you the processor. AMD AM4 so you'll have to spend a little more and get something like a 5600 GT or a 5500 GT. Both of them will work just fine, on par with the 5500. No, not the 5500. Actually, you can save a little more money if you get the 5500, but we have recommended the 5600, which is actually more expensive. Price difference between both of them is like 4,000 rupees. You can get this as well and put that extra money to your graphic card, but I will probably get a better processor, better for a little bit, future proofing and a resale value. 5600F as well. This is the regular 5600 that we are going with. So according to your needs, adjust every single thing, and we'll stream tomorrow once again. Tomorrow we'll do a build around AMD's AM5 system. Most of the parts will remain same, like power supply, RAM will change, processor will change. Probably we'll go with a 7500F because we want the same price point, which is around 70,000. This is just over 70,000, so like 73,000 rupees, 74,000. Man, it's like fucking expensive to build a system these days. So peace out for today. Hope you liked the stream. Hope that I helped you. We'll do live stream in different currencies. Today we did it for, if you're in India, we can do it for another country as well. We can do it for US, or we can do a single video where we cover prices of different countries, like different price points, right? So peace out for today, and do subscribe to the channel.